Last late night Saturday reading. There was 8 weeks of fair, and today we opted to go to Dickens on the Strand down in Galveston. After this, we go back to our regularly scheduled, I'll get up, I'll go to the park, I'll come back, I'll do this. It was an interesting year. Dickens on the Strand was packed. I spent too much money, but that's okay. And then we left we left Galveston at a reasonable time, but we stopped at the Unity of Houston, for their annual Christmas concert, which they didn't do last year, but they did do this year. So, and then the GPS took us a random way to come home. So it is what it is, right? So Thursday was my birthday, and that was also the day we found out that Reverend Marsha had passed. Yesterday was what it was, and so today we went down to celebrate my birthday, and it was good. It was good. We had a good time. But there was that one moment I was standing in a shop, and it hit me, and I was like, oh, okay. So I took a deep breath and got on with it. All right, which is what I'm going to do now. So it is December 4th. Life makes me conscious of my responsibility. And our quote is, "O ye who believe, you have charge over your own souls." And that is from the Quran. The creative process which gave me life expects me to use it rightly. My life is not my own making. It has a destiny and a purpose. I turn confidently to the source of my being and let it reveal why I am here and what it has planned for me to do. The life which gave me birth must know how to produce in me and through me what it has in mind. I am not an accident of birth. My appearance in these times is part of a divine plan and a divine design. In my present world, right where I am, I have a mission and a purpose. I now let the mind which created me out of itself reveal to me my purpose and what I should do today. In the minutest details of today, I shall fulfill the reason for my being. I accept my responsibility to think rightly about myself, my fellow human, and the world in which I live. Within me, great ideas are being born, and I let them manifest in my world. I let them manifest in my mind, body, and affairs. I do not pollute them with fear or doubt. I see them as divine in origin and possible in expression. Coming from God, they move through me into form. I behold my fellow human as free. I no longer impose my viewpoints upon them. I know that God in them will lead them into right ways of success and happiness. I have no condemnation for the world in which I live. God made it and knows how to operate it. I live in the world with ease, rejoicing in the good it has for me. There is so much that is heavenly and perfect in my life. I see this, believe this, and increase this. As I accept the responsibility to act and react as a spiritual being, I find all life cooperating with me. No more strain to succeed, no more trying to make things happen. My only duty is to let the action of God take place through me, and this I do. My right place is always where I am. My right work is to do the will of Spirit who sent me. Freely I give my whole mind over to the divine wisdom and the divine power. All right. I like that line, there is so much that is heavenly and perfect in my life. And remember that perfect means whole, not flawless. Life makes me conscious of my responsibility. Okay. Oh, all right. there's a couple of things in here, starting with the fact that he kind of talks about our divine purpose, and our divine purpose is to express God or to express spirit. And that's our work to do. And the best way to do it is to make sure that we keep our spiritual practice up, because as we do our spiritual practice, then we are opening ourselves up to the guidance that then allows us to express God more fully, to express spirit more fully. And so and the other part of it is really to look around and see the good, to look around and see the good all the time, no matter what's going on around you. Everything could be just crazy, chaotic, but if you stop for a moment, you take a breath, you look around, you'll find something. And once you find, it's like pulling a thread and then the whole cloth unravels. That's the same thing with a chaotic situation. You find that one thread of good, you pull that one thread of good, and the chaotic condition unravels, revealing the wholeness below it. So try it. Again, the title is "The Life Makes Me Conscious of My Responsibility." And our quote is, "O ye who believe, you have charge over your own souls." And that is kind of the truth. It's like when you know who you are, then you get to make your own choices. You're not going to be blown around by the winds of fate. You're going to, you're going to listen to the still small voice. You're going to get the guidance. You're going to get the directions, but you're going to walk your own path. The creative process which gave me life expects me to use it rightly. My life is not my own making. It has a destiny and a purpose. We have a destiny, we have a purpose. I turn confidently to the source of my being, that's the point of spiritual practice, and let it reveal why I'm here and what it has planned for me to do. Because when we do our regular spiritual practice, then we are open to the guidance. The life which gave me birth must know how to produce in me and through me what it has in mind. Capital M there. I am not an accident of birth. I am not an accident of birth. And I like that line in particular, especially for all of us who were not planned children. It's like, for a long time, I took a lot of grief because of how I came about. And I put a lot of that on me. And finally I hit that point of, these people need to get over it. This is not my fault. It's not my fault that you're a grandmother. I'm sorry. Whatever else. And so it's not me. I am my own person, and what you think about it, the situation that's you. That's on you. And once I let all of that go, then I started to enjoy my life a whole lot more. A whole lot more. And part of that was I did put some distance between myself and other people because, it's like, hey, you don't get to put that on me. I'm sorry. I'm not taking that. I'm not an accident of birth. My appearance in these times is part of a divine plan and a divine design. In my present world, right where I am, I have a mission and a purpose. Okay? I now let the mind which created me out of itself reveal to me my purpose and what I should do today. That goes back to spiritual practice. And bear in mind, what do you do before enlightenment? You chop wood and carry water. What do you do after enlightenment? You still chop wood and you carry water, but you do it with a lighter heart. In the minutest of details, in the minutest details of today, I shall fulfill the reason for my being. The reason for our being is to express God. And how we do that is up to us. But regular spiritual practice can definitely go a long way to informing that. I am tired. I accept my responsibility to think rightly about myself, my fellow human, and the world in which I live. So I'm being responsible in thinking rightly about myself, everybody else, and the world in which I live. Because I know who created them. I know who created all of us. And I know that all of us are beloved children of God. Within me, great ideas are being born. Why would you not want to say that to yourself? Within me, great ideas are born. And I let them manifest in my mind, body, and affairs. Okay? I do not pollute them with fear or doubt. And we all have those moments. It's like, oh, this is a great idea. And then immediately we second guess ourselves. Well, stop doing that. Stop doing that. When you have a great idea, have faith in where it came from. And have faith that if you had the idea, then it's for you. Don't wait for somebody else to take care of it. I see them as divine in origin and possible in expression. Possible. See it as possible in expression. Coming from God, they move through me into form. I behold my fellow human as free, and I no longer impose my viewpoints upon them. Which is, I no longer impose my viewpoints on them. It's not that we can't share advice. We just got to stop trying to tell them what to do and what to think. It's like, they're godlings. They'll figure it out. We can hold a light up on the path, but we cannot walk the path for them. I know that God is in them. I know that God in them will lead them into right ways of success and happiness. I have faith. I have faith that you will find the success and faith that you will find the happiness that you want and that you need and that you crave and that you desire and that God wants you to have as well. I have faith that you'll find it. I have no condemnation for the world in which I live. Oof, some days. But this is this is how we reel it back. We go, God made it. God made it and knows how to operate it. Sometimes we just need to get out of the way. I live in the world with ease, rejoicing in the good it has for me. There is so much that is heavenly and perfect in my life. I love that line. I see this, believe this, and increase this. And I say that to look for the good and praise it, because the more you look, the more you see, the more there is. He's backing me up here. He's backing me up here. As I accept the responsibility to act and react as a spiritual being, I find all life cooperating with me. When I act rightly and in alignment, then life naturally cooperates with me. So it is about being in alignment with spirit, in the joy and the creativity and the harmony and the peace. Once we fall into alignment, then things just kind of flow better. Much better. No more strain to succeed. No more trying to make things happen. Not my will, but thine. I'm not using my willpower to do this. I'm not white-knuckling this. I know that the power to do it is coming through me, not from me. My only duty is to let the action of God take place through me, and this I do. My right place is always where I am. And sometimes that's hard to say when you look around and you go, really? This? Yes. This is where the work is to be done. My right place is always where I am, and my right work to do is the will of God who sent me. Freely I give my whole mind over to the divine wisdom and the divine power. All right. So the mission today, should we choose to accept it, is to act and react as a spiritual being. It's the same mission every day. The only difference is we use different words every day. So that's the mission, depending on where you're watching that. We have 45 minutes to take care of that mission today. Because it's late and I'm tired, but who knows when you'll watch this. And I just didn't want to do 2 of them tomorrow. So, all right, beloveds. I always encourage you to do something loving for yourself, do something kind for yourself, do something compassionate for yourself. So I'm about to go do that. I'm going to go to bed, get some sleep, and then I'll be on in the morning at 9 a.m. And then we'll have an amazing service for you. And I know it's going to be a difficult service because all of us are going to walk into that room and know that she never will again. So, whatever it is that you need to do to take care of yourself, please do that. Drink plenty of water, engage your mind and your body, open the windows of your soul, and allow the breath of heaven to remind you, you do live in heaven right here, right now. It's all around us all the time. And sometimes it's a good memory. All right, beloveds. I'm going to go to bed. I'll see you in the morning. Take care of yourself and know that you're loved. Until next time.